This is not just a car, this is the Bentley legacy. For over a century, the automotive world has chased a singular, elusive ideal. The perfect marriage of contradictory forces. Brutal power and whisper quiet refinement. The agility of a sports car and the stateliness of a drawing room. To most, these are impossible compromises. To Bentley, they are the very definition of existence. Today, we stand at the pinnacle of that pursuit. We look at a machine that has transcended its steel and leather components to become a global icon of achievement. This is the story of the Flying Spur, a name that carries the weight of history and the velocity of the future. It is a testament to what happens when you refuse to choose between the driver's seat and the rear cabin. This is a journey through time, through the heart of England, and into the soul of the finest four-door Grand Tourer ever conceived. To understand the Flying Spur, we must first understand the man who gave it his name. Walter Owen Bentley, known simply as W.O., was not a decorator. He was a locomotive engineer by trade. He didn't care for the frivolity of luxury. He cared for the relentless pursuit of mechanical perfection. In 1919, W.O. founded Bentley Motors with a mission statement that remains the company's North Star: to build a fast car, a good car, the best in its class. W.O.'s cars weren't built for the boulevard. They were built for the grueling endurance of the 24 hours of Le Mans. The Bentley Boys, a group of wealthy British motorists, proved that a Bentley could be driven at 100 miles per hour through the mud and rain for a day straight, and still be refined enough to take to the opera that evening. This was the birth of the Bentley DNA, the iron fist in a velvet glove. Even when the company faced financial ruin during the Great Depression and was eventually acquired by Rolls-Royce, that spirit of engineering dominance never truly faded. Bentley became the choice of royalty and the elite who found Rolls-Royce too stiff. A Bentley was for the person who wanted to drive themselves, even if they had a chauffeur waiting at home. There is a specific cadence to British luxury. It is not found in the sterile labs of Germany or the flamboyant studios of Italy. It is found in Crewe, England. Since 1946, Crewe has been the spiritual and physical home of Bentley. To walk through these halls is to witness a collision of eras. In one corner, robotic precision measures tolerances to the micron. In the next, a craftsman with 40 years of experience uses a traditional fork to hand-stitch a leather steering wheel. The Flying Spur is a product of this environment. It carries the Britishness of an English manor, the smell of cured hides, the depth of polished walnut, the tactile weight of knurled metal. The philosophy is simple. If it looks like metal, it is metal. If it looks like wood, it was a tree. There are no shortcuts here. The Flying Spur was born from a culture that believes a car should not just be manufactured, it should be curated. The modern era of Bentley began under the stewardship of the Volkswagen Group, but the soul remained fiercely British. In 2003, the Continental GT took the world by storm, but there was a void. The world needed a four-door variant that didn't feel like a stretched coupe, but a dedicated limousine with the heart of a supercar. In 2005, the Continental Flying Spur was unleashed. At the time, the market was polarized. You had the Mercedes Maybach, which was a technological marvel but lacked soul. You had the Rolls-Royce Phantom, which was a palace on wheels but felt disconnected from the road. The Flying Spur carved a third path. It offered a top speed of 194 miles per hour, making it the fastest sedan in the world at launch, while providing a cabin that rivaled the finest private jets. It redefined the luxury sedan by proving that four doors didn't have to mean a compromise in adrenaline. Evolution is the hallmark of a masterpiece. The Flying Spur did not change for the sake of change. It refined itself for the sake of perfection. First generation, the original, defined by its iconic quad-round headlamps and the legendary 6.0-liter W12 engine. It was understated, almost sleeper-like in its appearance, but possessed the ability to outrun almost any sports car of its era. It established the Flying Spur as the ultimate Grand Tourer for four. Second generation. In 2013, the Continental prefix was dropped. It was now simply the Bentley Flying Spur. The lines became sharper, the technology moved into the digital age, and the introduction of the V8 engine offered a more spirited, front-end light driving experience. It was a more athletic, more confident evolution. Third generation. This is the current pinnacle. Built on a completely new platform, the third generation moved the front wheels forward to create a prestige mass ratio that defines modern luxury. It introduced the retractable, illuminating Flying Bee mascot and the world's first rotating display. This is no longer just a car. It is a piece of kinetic art. While a mass-produced luxury car is built in hours, a Flying Spur takes weeks. The interior requires over 140 hours of handwork. The leather is sourced from bulls in high-altitude northern Europe, where the lack of barbed wire and insects ensures a blemish-free hide. Every piece of wood veneer is mirrored, creating a book-matched symmetry that flows through the cabin like a single piece of furniture. The knurled metal on the vents and dials provides a tactile feedback that a touchscreen simply cannot replicate. This obsession with detail creates an atmosphere of quiet luxury. It is the difference between a suit bought off the rack and one commissioned on Savile Row. In a Flying Spur, you don't just sit, you are enveloped. Beneath the grace lies the fire. The Flying Spur offers a trilogy of power. The V8 provides a snarling, visceral character, while the new hybrid powertrain proves that Bentley can embrace the future of sustainability without losing its soul. But it is the W12, the 6.0-liter twin-turbocharged masterpiece, that remains the heart of the legend. With over 626 horsepower, it propels nearly 3 tons of luxury from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in a staggering 3.8 seconds. It will continue to pull until it reaches 333 kilometers per hour, 207 months. Yet, numbers only tell half the story. The true engineering marvel is the Bentley Dynamic Ride, a 48-volt electronic anti-roll system. It allows the car to remain flat and composed through a sharp corner, then instantly softens to glide over imperfections in the road. It is a car that defies physics, masquerading as a limousine while performing like a grand tourer. In today's world, luxury is often loud and boastful. The Flying Spur is different. It represents success without noise. While a Rolls-Royce Ghost demands to be seen, the Flying Spur demands to be driven. It sits in a unique space in the market, more athletic than a Maybach, more engaging than a Rolls-Royce. It is a car for the individual who has nothing left to prove, but everything to enjoy. It is the culmination of W.O. Bentley's dream, refined by a century of British craftsmanship and German engineering precision. It is the definitive four-door car of our time. History is not just about where we have been, it is about the momentum we carry forward. The Flying Spur is a bridge between the roaring 20s and the electrified future. It is a reminder that in an age of disposable technology, some things are built to last, some things are built to be cherished. As we look toward the horizon, the Flying Bee remains out front, leading the way, because at the end of the day, a Bentley is more than a means of transport. The Bentley Flying Spur is not about arriving fast, it's about arriving remembered. Subscribe to the channel to ensure you never miss our deep dives into the world's most iconic marques. If the Flying Spur is your definitive grand tourer, leave a like and tell us in the comments which generation of the Bentley legacy holds a place in your heart. Thank you for watching. The road ahead is long and we look forward to traveling it with you.